Hello and welcome back to the channel for this episode 4 here on Riverbend Springs with me, Farmer Murphy. Well, you can see I am all outfitted to go to work here on the farm. It is the next day. It's the first day of September. What are we looking at here? Just about 6:30. Our money has gone up to just about 36,000. That's because I did complete that fertilizing contract we still had, and a couple more popped up, so I did those as well. But it is looking like a glorious day here on the farm. A little mist across the field. As early as we are and anxious to get to work, not early enough to beat old Grandpa Walter. He's out here. See if he's got anything to say to us this morning.
Well, hello there. Sure. Let's see if I have some intelligent thoughts left in my old body. Since I just polished one of my favorite ones, let me tell you that the plow is a farmer's partner in progress. Wouldn't you agree? Think about the significance of the plow as a tool. It revolutionized humanity, and it's fundamental for cultivating our food, right? You break the soil, aerate it, allow roots to find their way more easily. It allows you to use techniques like crop rotation, help fertility, soil health, and so on. A plow allows for new beginnings, lets you create and extend fields, and drive progress. It's like a symbol for the symbiotic relationship between a farmer and his tool. I just really love plows, kiddo.
All right, well, thank you for that, Grandpa Walter. Words of wisdom. Well, how could we have started our day without that? Oh, you can see this has arrived at the farm. And if you watched my last video and saw the thumbnail, you know how I got it here. What else am I going to show you? Oh, look at this. We've got some honeys coming here this morning. So that's cool. I did look at the warehouse for the prices of the materials to do this. What was it, about 15,000? I think it was going to cost us roughly for the first round of materials to do this shed. So that's going to wait for a little while, I think. Yeah, I did put a little diesel in our tank. I have used some of it, but we still have 920 liters here. And like I said, I had it delivered, although I did find a modified trailer after I did that, so we could haul our own diesel, save us a little money. We should also check on our cows and see how they're doing here this morning. So their health is up to 63%. Actually, might be easier to see in here. Let's go in here and look. Oh, their productivity is all the way up at 100. Well, that's a good sign. They're good for water, feed, and like I said, their health's at 63. Doesn't show anything in reproduction yet, but I suspect with time this health will climb higher and we'll see something there. That's my guess. So that's looking good. And this, though, is kind of interesting. Look at this. We have strips of weeds here in our canola field. And I find that rather surprising, but even more surprising is we come up here and look at this one. It's full of weeds, and so is the one across the road. Now, we plowed those. Well, I guess technically we didn't plow them, did we? We subsoiled them, so maybe that's the difference, because we didn't use an actual plow. But anyways, I was surprised to see we've got weeds we need to take care of. So we're going to have to do something about that. Now let me see if we can see this here. Yes, we can. So if we look at this, you may not be able to see it depending on the device you're watching this on, but our yield bonus on this field is 97%. We run across here to our grass field, and it's at 100%. The difference is there was... Actually, didn't we harvest this field? Oh boy, my memory is sad. But anyways, we mulched it for sure. There was stubble in here and we mulched it. This one had a cultivating texture in it already, so we didn't mulch it. So that's what it costs you if you don't mulch your field. We know it's going to cost you 3% yield. All right, so we need to do something about those weeds. And other than that, we're basically going to be working on contracts here on the farm. So speaking of which, let us take a look here. It's still here. Yes, we have a cultivating contract. So we own the equipment to do that one. So we're going to grab that contract. And hopefully it's still here. Yes, there it is. There is a hoeing contract. So we are going to lease a hoe to do that contract. And then we can use that to do our fields as well. And if we're lucky, well, I'm sure it'll more than cover the costs. Well, let's actually not guess. Let's go in here and look. Now, for the contract, I did get caught on this. It has to be a hoe. So if you go in here, like, so if we were to rent this, it's classified as a weeder, would not work. We actually need this critter here because it's a hoe. But it does pull out small and medium weeds. So we are going to lease that guy. And what's it going to cost us? Well, it's going to cost us $1,800. Well, that's not bad because the contract will pay for that. And if we bring it back clean and repaired, remember, we'll actually get 720 of that back. Of course, we'll have to pay the repair costs, and it does cost you, I believe, to wash, but not $720. So we are going to lease that. So they'll get that ready for us at the shop. And I think what we'll do is we will jump in the John Deere here and take it to the field and get going on that cultivating contract because it's already hooked up to the cultivator. So we get it started up here. There we go. Now it looks like it's got lots of fuel. It's in good state of repair. Oh, where the heck are we going? Field 90. Now we better look on the map. Where is that sucker? Oh, pretty much straight south of the farm. All right. I think we can deal with that. Now, I can't remember. Does this tractor have beacons? No, it doesn't. But what we can do is we can put the 4-ways on it. Now, if we go out the yard this way and just head straight south, we should hit that field. We've got a little market stand here. I don't think we've looked at that, but a place where we can market our materials here on the farm. Well, it is pretty early, but I better check for traffic. We don't need to get involved in an accident. See, this is our other field here too, just full of weeds. So, I'll kick her up in here to road gear, get down to that field. So you can see a little mist off across, but it doesn't seem to be overpowering to me. And that's actually the first kind of like fog or mist I've seen so far. When we were playing on this map yesterday, which was the month of August, I didn't really notice any. Oh, so we're not the only ones on the road this morning. And actually, you know what? We can turn that HUD off. We don't need to be staring at that. I'm pretty sure we won't get lost. I think we get straight down this road should do it. But it is kind of a nice area in here. This is, what the heck did I hook that car? Oh my. We are stuck. There we go. Not just the, what are we? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Seems to be some collision we're hung up on there. There we are. Maybe we need to stay out of cab and make sure we keep this cultivator in our lane. Oh, you know what? We're going to let that guy go by. Because that was looking like a recipe for disaster. Oh, great. We took out a road sign. Quick, quick. Move on down the road. Well, I can't say it was an uneventful trip. Oh, I think that should be the field there. Thank goodness. Yes, sir. Anyways, I was saying, you know, I quite enjoy this map. It's got a lot of different like regions to it that have different looks. All right. Well, this field certainly does need some attention. I think what we'll do is, can't remember if I showed the cultivating last time, but we're going to look after the weeding. We'll let a worker go on this, and we'll. Okay. Oh, I betcha. Let's go in here and look. Yep, set on steering assist, not on worker. There we go. We'll have a little more luck that way, I think. Yeah, that's looking better. So we'll let a worker take care of that. I'll hitchhike back to the farm, and we'll go pick up our hoe, and we'll get some hoeing done. So we'll catch up with you in a little bit. We're at the shop here with the Alice. I gave it a wash and made sure it was repaired and full of fuel. And you can see it's still looking a little wet. You can actually see, well, you'll see for sure from the inside the water still laying on the hood. So it takes it a little while to dry off because I washed that at the farm. Oh, I guess we better be backing up. So here's our hoe here. Pretty nice piece of gear. It's another piece of gear I'd like to buy eventually because we'll have to be doing weeding, I imagine, on a continual basis. I guess the other option would be to get set up for spraying, which is something we could potentially do. But this is the more cost-effective way of dealing with it for sure. Now, I think I know where I'm going. If I remember correctly, we'll chance it. We got our 4 ways on again because there's no beacons on this tractor either. We might as well kick her up into road gear. Take in some of the scenery while we go. Oh, we're not the only ones on the road, like I said. There's someone else out and about. Now we're coming up into another kind of like little town area. Little bakery. Yeah, I do like that, and the elevation changes and these unique little areas here. Do enjoy that. But now, if we head up this way, if I remember correctly, that should get us to where we need to go. Some different style buildings too that they've put in. Good place to grab a burger, I hear, that place. Alright, let's take a look here. Gotta pay attention at that corner. It's kind of blind, hard to see. That pillar on this tractor is kind of a bad spot when you roll up to the intersections. Kind of blocks. So why I kind of tend to look ahead here like this, and we'll just keep on rolling right through. Now our field should be up here on the left, and I think we get into it up here at this top end, I believe. Yes, sir. Now, I think we'll have to go out of cab for this operation. Oh my goodness. We zoomed in there a little bit, get this unfolded, try and avoid the majority of these trees if possible. Always a challenge for me, I know. We don't need our four-ways on. Alright, I think we're organized. And we're off. Oh, I didn't look at the speed. What are we running? Oh, yeah. Just a little below 100%, so that should be the ideal gear, I'm thinking. Now, the rumor is that I hear that the 1.3 update is going to come out exactly 1 week from today, actually, December 3rd. The most interesting part, though, as part of that rumor, I have heard that... Come on. Oh, did I change directions? Oh, sorry about that. Now, why are you... Huh. That's interesting. I'm just... Oh, I know. Never mind. Farmer Murphy was just being an idiot. Hard to believe, I know. Yeah, I'll get a hang of this manual transmission stuff. No, oh my goodness, I went and put it... Oh, let's get her up here in the great gear again. Sorry about that. Oh, it wouldn't be a Farmer Murphy episode if there wasn't some kind of foolishness. I was, instead of going down in reverse, I was moving it up. Oh, it's struggling going up this hill though a little bit. Just drop her down a couple of gears here. Anyways, as I was saying, with the update, I've also heard the rumor that a new game save is going to be required. So that's kind of the update is good news. Well, maybe we'll leave it back here. We might be able to run a little bit faster if we put it in one gear higher, but struggles on that hill. Anyways, I will get back to what I was talking about. So there's kind of two options. I could just rebuild to where I'm at, both this Let's Play and the Survive 25 challenge. But what I'm thinking is if a new game save is required, is I will combine the two. I will start the Can You Survive 25 challenge as a Let's Play, and do more frequent episodes on it. And once we're ready to move on to something else from that, then I'll just go to the updates like I said I was going to do, but I'll carry on. Oops, got to change gears. Sorry about that. That's terrible. Oh my goodness, not doing a very good job of cinematography on this job, am I? And I can't get through my story. Oh goodness. Yeah, I think I'll just start over, combine the two, because there was also a new map that dropped. It's kind of like a no man's land map. It isn't No Man's Land, but it's that style of map. And maybe I'll start a Let's Play on there as well, a start from scratch. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, but it all kind of hinges on whether we have to do a new game save or not. And then there is also, even if it wasn't absolutely required, we could take that opportunity still to do that, and then we'd have two series going on two different maps. So I am mulling that over. I do have a week to think about it, if what I'm hearing is true. So the only thing that kind of sucks is I don't have all that much time in on here, and what we're on episode 4 and 13 hours or something like that, I think. But I'm just about ready to do the next update on the Can You Survive 25. I'm almost at 25 hours on there. So I guess we just carry on, and if because don't want to stop and wait, pause everything for a week. So we'll just carry on, do the best we can, and roll with the punches. And a week from today, potentially, we'll know what we're doing. Oh, man, I can't believe that was so difficult to get through that. But we made it. But you can see this is going pretty quick. This is not going to take too much longer, and we'll have this done. And the contract is worth, what, like $4,000? More than cover the cost of leasing the hoe. Now, I will hang on to it. I kind of found, and it might be coincidence or my imagination, but it seems to me that if you do one type of contract, you're more inclined to get more of those kinds of contracts. Now that we've done this hoeing one, it may cause more hoeing ones to come up. That's why I'm going to hang on to this leased equipment for a little bit, just to see if that isn't the case. Because these hoeing contracts are pretty lucrative, because they don't take very long, and it doesn't cost us very much an hourly rate on the hoe. And that's the same for the fertilizing ones. They're pretty good. And of course the cultivating ones, we get those without any leasing costs. It's just maintenance, because we own the cultivator. I am looking forward to the update, though. Although I don't know if you've noticed, I haven't had a single flash now this time. That's what's kind of odd. I think it was last episode. I had a number of them on this map, and so far we've been on today and not had any. So it's kind of odd that it's an intermittent thing. I know from experience, troubleshooting intermittent issues are a bit of a challenge. So I do hope Giants gets it nailed. Because I would like to increase my draw distances a little bit too, if possible, and run my graphics card a little harder. We got one more. This should do it. Somewhere along here this contract will finish. Oh, there. Oh, I've got the HUD turned off so we didn't get a notification, but you can see if we look behind us here, we are no longer taking the weeds out, so we've lost access to the field, which means the contract is done. Let's get this folded up. And let's go in here, and what we'll do is we will accept that contract. Yeah, 4,100 bucks. Our worker is just getting close to being done, 65%. What have we got now? Did any other? Nothing yet. Well, we could do these harvest. Oh, not that one, or that one, or that one, or that one, or that one. Oh, not one of those. Is that right? Look at that. What are the odds? They're all root crop. And I said we weren't going to do any borrow any equipment from farmers. We were going to use our own equipment for contracts, at least for the first while until we get established in the area, because we're a new farmer into this area, and I don't think a farmer would just let a stranger loose with their, in some cases, over $1 million worth of equipment. So I guess we'll have to see what comes up. Anyways, I will get back to the farm and we'll take care of the weeds in our field. So we'll see you at the farm. Catch up with you there. Well, we're back here at the farm, and let's make sure this hole will take care of our weeds, shall we? I'm not going to make you sit and watch all this weeding, but I thought we should confirm that it's going to work. Yeah, it's doing just a dandy job. Yes, I'm a little baffled by why we've got these strips in this field and why the whole field isn't weeds, but either way, we need to get her fixed. So this is all the kind of work we've got going on right now until we get our grass work ready. It's just going to be working on contracts. So what I think I'll do is I will carry on here and I'll get our fields weeded. And like I said, I'll hang on to this for a little while to see if any hoeing contracts come up. But we'll do one other contract of some type here to wrap up the episode. And then I think I'll do a bunch of work off camera again until we have something of significance. So we'll just accumulate some funds working for others, and when we get to spend it, or that's likely when I'll bring you in, because we are going to buy, or try to buy anyways, all the grass working equipment, because we are going to need that. We're going to use it regularly. So we'll earn as much as we can and take a loan for the rest. That's the plan anyways as it stands. So I will leave you there. I'll carry on and get this done, and at some point later today I'll bring you back in and we'll do one other contract of some type that we haven't done, and we'll call that an episode. So we will see you later today, I guess. Well, it's just a little bit later in the morning. So far the contract gods have not been too kind to us. After we completed the cultivating contract, I did do a rock picking contract, and after that, it was getting to be pretty slim pickings. But I have gotten geared up for a contract we are going to go do. We are going to go do a deadwood contract. And I also added a new piece of gear to the farm, a little Kubota. Now, there is an all-weather John Deere version, but it was twice the money. So I decided we'd stay with this because it took basically all the money we made from contracts to buy this outfit here, but at least we've got something we can bomb around in on the map. Well, let's head down and see if we can find this contract location. At least it's got good visibility. The other thing is too, it's actually a little faster than the John Deere, so that's kind of nice. I was thinking of buying that old International pickup, but I have actually plans for that, so we'll use this instead. It'll get us there. And if the contracts pick up, maybe, like I said, we can invest in the John Deere one that's got a cab and everything. But this is kind of a fair weather machine, this one. You can see the weeds are all gone from our fields. It's actually, this contract is down in the area where we did the cultivating contract, so this will all look very familiar. Actually, we will need the map on for this here. Come to think of it. I might actually have to, the only decent contract that's sitting there right now is a mowing contract. We don't have enough money to buy a mower. Now, you know, I suppose we could borrow a little bit and buy a mower. We could do that, and we could put the contract money towards the loan. Yeah, maybe we'll do that, actually. I'll do that off camera. Now, we should be getting close, I think. I think it's down this road. Oh, yeah, there it is. This outfit's kind of handy for this kind of work because it doesn't take much room. It looks like it's a fairly congested area here. But we'll be able to park this up, no problem at all. There's a spot made for it right there. All right. Let's go find us some deadwood trees. Sometimes they can be a little tricky to find. Now, I will apologize. You are going to get slapped in the face with a lot of tree branches. Can't be helped in this particular situation. Got one there. No, sir. Oh, there we go. There's what we're looking for. Get our chainsaw out here. Roll it on the side. Now we just need to cut it down. Doesn't even need to actually fall down. If it doesn't, if it gets hung up, we still get credit for it. One down, whole bunch to go. Can take a little time, I will admit. Sometimes they're super easy to find and you get done in no time flat. And other times you spend a lot of time running around. But it is a pretty easy, $1,500 or whatever it is. think there might be one right here. Yes, sir. See, like that one, it's probably not going to fall anywhere. He's just going to end up... Oops. There we go. Oh, we cut it in the right direction. Alright, well I got a few more to find, and what I'll do is I will run around and get them, and I'll bring you in for the last one. So we'll see you in a little bit. Well, I hope this is the last tree, because boy, it was a bit of a bugger to find, buried in that bush like that. So let's chop it down and see. All the other trees gave us 11%. 11% would take us to 99. So I'm thinking it's got to be the last one. I sure hope so, because I had enough time finding this one. Yes, we are done. So we can go and we can accept that contract. And it's pretty easy money. Now, I haven't attempted it, but I have heard from others you can actually go and collect those trees. But like in FS25, they aren't worth a whole lot. So the juice isn't worth the squeeze, as they say. We were going to go look at the contracts, weren't we? Oops, contracts, not that. So, oh, see, now a cultivating one popped up and a fertilizing one. Oh, thank goodness. So we are going to take that. And we are going to take that. And we are going to go over here and collect on that. So $1,300, but it's pretty easy money. And you get to see a large chunk of the map. Now I will show you. Oh, look at that, a couple hoeing ones. All right, well, that's a big song. We're going to take that. Well, good. Finally, some contracts have coming in for us. So we have got some work to do, but here's that mowing contract. And I was planning on having to borrow money to buy our haying equipment anyways. So we'll see how it goes. I may, if mowing contracts continue to come in, may borrow money and grab our mower. And I can actually show you. I think the mower we're going to go with is mowers here. Right there. I think we're going to go with this one right here, because it can be pulled by either of our tractors. So that is the one I will buy if I decide to go that route. And you will likely find that out next episode, because we are going to call this episode a wrap there. So if you're still with me, I really appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, I encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to know when other content like this lands, hit that old notification bell. But for this episode, it's Farmer Murphy signing off.